TikTok, time to rock. Welcome to the channel, folks. Welcome to Andrew's 5-minute book review. This week we're talking about this wonderful book. It came out in 2016. It's called Altamont, The Rolling Stones, The Hells Angels, and the Inside Story of Rock's Darkest Day by an author called Joel Selvin. According to the information inside the book, folks, Joel Selvin is a prolific author, a music journalist, and boy, what a read this is. I first read this during lockdown on Kindle, and soon after got a paperback copy to keep with my library. Most of us are familiar with what happened at Altamont, the end of the hippie generation, the tragedy with the death of a guy called Meredith at Altamont. Again, many of us have probably seen the film footage of that over the years. A great document of this event and tragedy. What Joel does, folks, is he writes this whole episode in history like a novel. It's fascinating. And I talk about that often. I use that word to describe a few of the books that we've been talking about. But it is. What Joel does is he gives a complete background of where the concerts were supposed to be, the free concert, why the Stones want it, how the event got hijacked by some individuals, the role of the Hells Angels and their interlinking with what was happening in San Francisco leading up to Altamont was fascinating. I had no idea how the Hells Angels integrated with the music community. It was quite a common thing, folks. You know, there was a whole history of how they worked with a lot of these bands. Joel gives wonderful biographies on the Grateful Dead and their role and their entourage in the background of this concert. That's a key thing. Discusses how the logistics of how Altamont was built, the time frame. Just fascinating. Again, that word fascinating. Remarkable how this kind of just all happened. Describes the concert itself. You know, one reviewer said it's deeply researched. Well, it is. And I'll give you a spoiler. So he takes the words that the Stones used on stage during the concert, during the trouble that was happening, and he integrates that into a story, into a narrative as well. So we're hearing Mick Jagger say, brothers, sisters, you know, let's all be cool. And then he's feeding that back into the images we see of naked people trying to get up on stage, and Hells Angels members being smashed off their face and standing there contorting their faces. It's remarkable. This is the kind of archaeology that we love on the channel. You know, Joel has clearly done the research, understands obviously where that whole vibe was coming from, and why the Stones kind of wanted this to go ahead, and how scared they were. Check it out, folks. Well worth it. I listened to it recently on audiobook too, as well. So probably the audiobook's the way to go, because it's like it's a narration of a story as opposed to a presentation of facts, but incorporates the facts. Okay, Altamont, the Rolling Stones, the Hells Angels, and the inside story of rock's darkest day by Joel Selvin. Peace.